Good evening from the land. So this is one of the many very successful banana plants. This is probably some of the biggest news. This is getting very tall. I'll flip the camera around and once again show you a bit of the progress that's been made. There hasn't been too much just because we've had about 4 or 5 days of heavy rain again, and then so we've just kind of been, I guess, sort of like retrenching and just making sure that everything is happy throughout the heavy rains, because the garden definitely did get submerged a little bit for a day or two during the rains, and now it's all looking much better. We've had about 2 days of sun, so the land is all, for the most part, nice and dry, and some plants did really well. Others, like the papaya, as per usual, are looking a little bit iffy. The new papaya are fine. It's just the old papaya forest that's still, not so fantastic at the moment. But I'll flip it around and I'll take you on a tour. So we're back in the garden, and these are all the cucumbers, both the gherkin and the apple cucumbers. They're doing, really well over the past week. They've been growing a lot. Lots of little flowers and blossoms or whatever. And the watermelon's been doing quite well too. I took some of the less successful watermelon out and I've replanted in. There was a big pumpkin boom, so these are pumpkins that I've just kind of replanted in places where the watermelon hadn't done so well. So hopefully that comes along all right, but I'm not, however many make it. The cucamelon, they did really well over the past little while. They're growing a lot. And so, there's some rooster booster there. That's probably why they're doing so well. But I'm hoping that it climbs up towards the fence and then up it goes. But they're all doing quite well. And we've been eating a lot of shallots lately. They've gone a little bit, not quite yellow, but just a bit paler because of all the water. But I have no doubt that in the next few days they'll turn bright green again, which is good. And the mosquitoes have come back out after all these rains. But this one here, these are all pumpkin as well, and they were just from supermarket pumpkins, and then they just came out of, I don't know, it was like magic beans. They just went boom. And then these are the papaya that I replanted. So they came out of the bins and I didn't really have any place to put them, so I just stuck them here. And then all the elephant ears, they really enjoyed the rain. They're doing super well. They're just, I am so incredibly, like this one here, it was raining when I put these ones in, and I did it in literally 30 seconds. I just scooped out a tiny bit of dirt, dumped them in from the plant nursery over there. And I don't know, it's just it just started growing. I had my first tomato this week, and there's lots of other tomatoes that are growing as well. So I imagine in the next week there should be lots more tomatoes. In here I've started planting papaya. There's lots more papaya in there. And then in here I put a whole bunch of custard apples into that one, but that's only been in the past probably day or two. And I'll show you actually a little detour before we get to the papaya forest, because the sunflowers have started to get their little sunflowery heads on them. And what else have we got? So the papaya, there hasn't been much of anything happening with them. But I mean, they're not dead yet, so that's something. And the Panama berry, that thing has been growing lots and lots and lots. I'm trying not to get eaten by mosquitoes. And the jackfruit, the miracle jackfruit that came back to life, is doing super well. And the last little pile of baby elephant ears, they're down here. The Dieffenbachia, that's growing heaps. The moringa has done absolutely nothing over the past week, so I might buy another one when I go to the markets tomorrow morning, because I'm starting to not be as patient with it anymore. But the mango, all these red leaves are brand new leaves. It is growing well. I mean, you can see just in the past probably week or two, it's grown all that. So while I'm not expecting mangoes anytime soon, it is really nice to know that it is a very happy mango tree. I've just finished mowing part of the lawn, so it's looking very trim at the moment. Oh, there's a little passion fruit down there. Those ones are the passion fruit. And yeah, they're growing pretty well, it seems. They didn't seem to mind the rain too much. And all the little caladiums that I planted maybe a week or two ago, they're all getting new, oh my goodness, so many mosquitoes. They're all getting new leaves. So they have taken quite well to their new little homes. And the chili tree is miserable because it super doesn't like rain at all. And the papaya that I planted in between the banana plants, they're doing all quite well too. They are growing up much bigger than they were before. So maybe in a couple months, they'll be a lot more noticeable. And yeah, all of the vegetation over here, obviously it's grown up quite a bit as it moves up the bank. And so it's really tall, but I've made sure that I've been making little areas for each of the things that is growing, papaya, banana, and just putting all the grass clippings in between as well to try and make the soil even more fertile. But the good news is that with all of the rain we've had lately, it's been decomposing quite quickly. So all this stuff like the mulch and everything that I've been putting down on the ground is making the soil super nice. Like every time I go to plant something, it's like I have very different soil now to what I had just even a few months ago. And I think that's probably why all of that sort of stuff is happening. And I'm hoping that the pumpkins, probably in the next video, the pumpkins, I'm hoping, knock on wood, will be much bigger. But yeah, I am like these ones have been in for a little while, but they're only maybe a week and a half old. So they've grown quite a bit. And yeah, I think that's all for this update.